Do you like zombie flicks? There have been some great ones over the years, and they usually have similar themes of an organism infecting man and leading to a full blown apocalypse. World War Z zombies were infected by a virus called selenium. In The Walking Dead, it's the fictional wildfire virus. Army of the Dead gave us no exact origin story. In Resident Evil, it's the fictional tyrant T virus, chrysalid C virus, and animality A virus. In the newest zombie apocalypse, the organism is not a virus. HBO's The Last of Us is based on the 2013 video game of the same name. The series is about Joel, a smuggler, and Ellie, a young girl, as they navigate a post apocalyptic world ravaged by an infection that has turned most of humanity into aggressive zombie like creatures. Joel is tasked with escorting Ellie to a group of resistant fighters who believe she may hold the key to finding a cure for the infection. Along the way, they face many challenges and develop a close bond. The organism causing the zombie pandemic is a fungus called Cordyceps or Ophiocordyceps, and the organism is real. Ophiocordyceps is a genus of parasitic fungi that are known for their ability to infect and manipulate the behavior of insects and other arthropods. There are over 200 species of the Ophiocordyceps genus, and they are found in tropical and subtropical regions worldwide. The life cycle of Ophiocordyceps fungi begins when spores attach themselves to the exoskeleton of the host insect or arthropod. Once the spores germinate, the fungus begins to grow inside the host's body, eventually killing it. The fungus then produces fruiting bodies, which are visible structures that emerge from the host body and release spores into the environment. One of the most well-known examples of Ophiocordyceps fungi is Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, which infects and manipulates the behavior of certain species of ants. The fungus grows inside the ant's body, eventually causing it to climb to the top of a plant and latch onto a leaf or twig with its jaws. Then the ant dies, and the fungus continues to grow, eventually sprouting from the ant's head and releasing spores into the environment. The mechanism by which Ophiocordyceps fungi manipulate the behavior of the hosts is not well understood. However, it is thought that the fungus releases chemicals that affect the host's nervous system, causing it to behave abnormally. In the case of Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, the fungus may affect the ant's brain, causing it to lose control of its motor functions and climb to a high point before dying. The way the cordyceps operates is the closest thing to mind control in biology. Different species of the organism have been known to infect other insects and arthropods, such as caterpillars and spiders, which brings us to the next question. Can cordyceps affect humans? Before we answer that, let's explain some things. First of all, most species of cordyceps are adapted to infect and manipulate the behavior of specific insect or arthropod hosts, and their spores are not adapted to attach to human tissues or cells. The ability of cordyceps fungi to infect and manipulate insect hosts is the result of millions of years of evolutionary adaptation, and even with that, it is only able to control less complex life forms, and each species has a specific host it infects. So it might have to take billions of years of evolution to adapt to a more complex life form. Secondly, even if a cordyceps spore were to enter the human body, it is unlikely that it will be able to grow and reproduce. This is because the conditions inside the human body are not favorable for the growth and development of cordyceps fungi, which require specific environmental conditions and nutrients that are only found in their natural host organisms. For example, the temperature. Some species of cordyceps thrive at temperatures ranging from 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, that's 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Other species thrive at lower temperatures between 10 to 20 degrees Celsius or 50 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. In controlled laboratory environments, cordyceps fungi are often grown at temperatures ranging from 20 to 25 degrees Celsius or 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, which are suitable for the growth and reproduction of many species of the fungus. The normal human body temperature can range between 36.1 degrees Celsius to 37.2 degrees Celsius, which is 97 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. This is too high for any species of cordyceps to thrive in. Question: is it possible for global warming to increase the thermal tolerance of cordyceps?
Change. What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer?
So back to the question. Can cordyceps cause a zombie apocalypse in humans? Not likely. As a matter of fact, cordyceps has some notable health benefits and it has been used for centuries in Chinese traditional medicine. Some human studies have shown that it improves exercise performance, reduces inflammation, improves cardiac health, and may have some anti-tumor properties. There are available cordyceps supplements, and not one has been known to turn a person into this. There's an interesting scene where a boy got bitten by a zombie, and Ellie, who is immune to the zombies, tried to share her immunity. She tried to pass on her immunity by putting her blood on his. This is not so different from the arm to arm vaccination technique done in the 19th century during the time of smallpox. The basic process involved taking a small amount of the pus or scab from a person who had been vaccinated against smallpox and transferring it to the skin of a healthy person. This was typically done by making a small incision or scratch on the arm of the person to be vaccinated and then applying the vaccine material to the open wound. Despite being an effective method at the time, as there were challenges in maintaining vaccine potency and efficacy prior to the invention of refrigerated methods of transportation, arm to arm vaccination was problematic due to the possibility of spreading other blood diseases such as hepatitis and syphilis. Later on, safer methods of vaccination were created and arm to arm was discontinued. Anyways, in this case, it failed and he went full blown zombie on Ellie. Fun fact about fungi: there are currently no clinically approved vaccines against fungi, and the one in development is reported to protect animals against Aspergillus, Candida, and Pneumocystis. So, even though some fungi like psilocybin, also known as magic mushrooms, have some hallucinogenic effects on the brain, fungal mind control in humans is not likely. So, what do you think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section.